Good evening, everybody. Today we are going to do a walkthrough of the box from CyberSecLabs called Shares. So as you can see here, I've already powered on the box. I have the next step that I would take is I would use in Kali 2020.2 like I'm running right now. I would use sudo nano/etc/hosts, and I would add it here to my hosts, and you can see it's already done. This way I can refer to it as shares.csl in auto recon. And then the next thing you would see me do is type auto recon shares.csl. And I would let that go ahead and run. Once that is complete, we'll go ahead and take a look at the results, which are kept under your results folder, and then shares.csl, and then scans. Opening this folder, we'll see on the Nmap scans that we have numerous ports open here. So if we look at the quick, we see that we have port 21 FTP, port 80 HTTP, port 111, and then we have port 2049 running NFS, network file shares. So as those are the most interesting to me, let's go ahead and take a look at port 111, this network file share Nmap. Here we see that we have a mount that can be mounted by any IP address. That's what the 4 asterisks mean, called /home/Amir. So let's go ahead and see what we can do with that. So the first thing we do is type sudo mount pact for type and then NFS, and then we're going to mount that to home. We're mounting home Amir, and we're mounting it to our mount directory and a directory called shares. And it helps if I type the actual name of the host that we're doing, shares.csl. Okay, now we can go ahead and browse to that share. And as you see, if we run ls showing all hidden files with attributes, we see that we are definitely in Amir's home folder. One thing to note in particular here is this .ssh folder. So let's go check that out. If I go to that .ssh folder and again look at everything here, I see that I have this ID RSA. So let's check that out. I don't know why it didn't show the beginning of that key, but there we go. So right up here we see begin RSA private key, and we see that it is an encrypted key. So let's go ahead and save that. And to do that, I will just copy and paste it into a file, and I'm going to put that in my results folder. And you'll see it right here under shares.csl. And I believe I put it under loot. Yep, so there we see amirkey.txt, amirkey.text. Okay, and you see again, this is an encrypted key. So this means we aren't going to be able to log in with this key right off the bat. So we have to actually crack this key. So to do that, we use a program called SSH2John that will prep this. So to do that, we run user share John ssh2john.py, and then we're converting amirkey.txt to amirjohn.ssh.txt, or whatever else you'd like to name it. Now that that's done, you see we have this amirjohn.ssh, and if you cat that out, you see that it is amirkey.txt in SSH format. Okay, now we're going to just go ahead and run John itself with the rocku.txt word list to crack it. So sudo user sbin John. And if you're not sure where that is, you can just do a locate on it. And then I have my word list saved in user share word lists rocku.txt, and Amir John ssh.txt. Okay, so this will load this hash. This will run it through, and you see it already found the password, hello6. So now to use that key, that original key that we have to type chmod 600 amirkey.txt. And then the last thing we're going to do is go ahead and log in. So to log in, we type ssh-tach-i amirkey.txt, and then we're going to log in as Amir at shares.csl. Oh, it's not on port 22. So if you take a look at the full Nmap scan, you'll see port 27853 is what's running SSH. So we'll come here and we'll go TACP 27853. Okay, now it asks for that passphrase. We'll type hello6. And we are logged in. You can see that I am Amir. And there's everything I'm members of. Okay, great. Now, once we're logged in, let's see what Amir can do. At this point, one thing you can do is sudo tacl. And you see here that Amir can run the following commands on shares. They can run as Amy this Python 3. So a great place to find sudo commands like this is a website called GTFO bins. Just search GTFO bins, and now you can see that we can type Python with sudo here, and you see that we can run you see here that we can just do this import os.system bin/sh, so she can run Python 3. So let's go ahead and put this off to the side. And we're just going to do sudo tacu for Amy. And we'll just run Python 3. So now I'm at a command prompt for Python 3, and now I'm going to type that import os.system bin/sh to try and get a show. And as you can see, I get a prompt, and I am now Amy. Great. Now, once we're Amy, we can go to Amy's directory, and we can get the access.txt flag, which is right here. And then the next piece we can do is another sudo tacl. And you see here that Amy may run the following commands on shares, all, no password, user bin ssh. So again, let's go back to GTFO bins. Just go back. We'll do a search for SSH, sudo, and right here, spawn interactive root shell through the proxy command option. Let's see if that'll do it for us. This time I'm just going to copy this because we're running it as any user. Okay, and you see my prompt changes, and I can run an ID, and I am now root. And in this case, we can go down 2 directories and go into the root folder, and there is system.txt. You can cat those out, copy and paste those, and throw them right here into shares under the hashes, and you will complete this box. So that was shares from CyberSecLabs. This was a great box for running you through sudo commands that you can run as other users and showing you GTFO bins. And the foothold was pretty interesting in that you had to be able to crack that private SSH key. So it taught you a little bit about using John and SSH to John. If you like this video, please tune back for more. We're going to keep going through the boxes on CyberSecLabs, and I hope to, within the next month, post write-ups and videos for all of them. Thanks for staying tuned, and keep hacking, guys.